Now, the next kit that I want to have a look at is the Survival Workplace First Aid Kit. So it's slightly larger, slightly more gear in it. The dimensions here, this is 27 centimeters long, it's 21 centimeters wide, and it's about 12 centimeters deep. Now, this size of kit was particularly interesting to me because I thought that is a perfect size to fit in the boot space of the Jimny. So let's have a look at this kit. So again, it's in the same robust packaging as the vehicle kit. I do love this embossed rubber imagery and things. It just makes it look nice and clearly very functional, and it's tough. And it also indicates what the various different coloured sections within the pack actually are for, whether they're for trauma or hygiene, information, utilities. So at a glance, we know what sections we're looking for. Same again, we've got the emergency CPR card on it, giving us immediate emergency admission should we require it. And the pack comes with a list of contents. So again, the whole pack opens up very, very quickly. Everything unfolds, and laid out in front of you is everything you could possibly need in a first aid emergency situation. Once again, very, very clearly marked pockets, everything labelled, everything immediately apparent and visible to the eye as we scan across it. What I'm going to do now is just pull everything out and we'll have a look at all of the gear that's in this Survival Workplace First Aid Kit. So as we might expect, the workplace kit is bigger than the vehicle kit. There are some additional items in it, and there are more of certain items. So we've got still the pen and our first aid booklet and notepad. We've got some shears. We've got some splinter tools, the fever scan strips, some extra saline, lots of adhesive dressings. We've got some safety pins, larger emergency blankets, some more hydrogel. We've got multiple pairs of gloves, which I think is very useful. We've got some more skin cleansing wipes, plastic disposal bags, our CPR first aid kit, which again in this kit is also contained in its own little self-contained CPR kit. It's a kit within a kit effectively, and it's also got some guidance on there. We've got our adhesive tape. We've got, that's the CPR kit, a number of different triangular bandages in this one. We've got some, 2 of the field dressings, wound dressings, field dressings I would have called them historically. We've got a number of conforming bandages. We've got a couple of pressure bandages, some more saline, and various different wound closures, gauze, dressings, and non-absorbent dressings, as well as eye pads. It really is a very robust workplace first aid kit, but I also think probably very suitable for vehicle use because it remains compact, and frankly it has got more of the things like gloves and different bits and pieces that I think are really important to have in a first aid kit in a car when you're out and about in the modern age. And again, I just love the way this whole thing opens out in seconds, rolls out in front of you, everything very clearly labelled. We can go in there, we can go, okay, we're looking for wound cleaning, we're looking for gauze, there it is. And also on the kits, it tells us how many of the items were in it originally. So if we do want to stock up as it was originally, we have a sense of how many of the various different bits and pieces that we need. Let's put that all together again, and I'll tell you how much that costs when it's ordered from Survival. So that's everything packed in again, and one of the ways that you can tell that the bag was custom designed for the gear is the fact that it's as easy to pack everything away as it was to unpack it in the first place. And even after I've packed it myself, it looks as neat and as tidy as it did when it came from the factory. I'm really impressed with that. Let's close it up. So that is the Survival Workplace First Aid Kit, and that costs around 108 UK pounds. Now that sounds quite expensive. We've already said several times first aid kits are expensive, and I think that represents good money. Good value rather. It's funny, you know, we'll spend a lot of money on cars and different things and not think too much about it, but a first aid kit's something that sometimes people can be a little bit mean about, because we think, well, you know, nothing's going to happen. And as I know, emergency situations happen when you least expect it. So I always want to have a robust first aid kit, and I'm very, very happy. I think what I'm going to do, we're going to try these in the car shortly and see which one fits best in the car. But I really like that as a vehicle first aid kit, even although it's called a workplace first aid kit. Before I do that, there are a couple of other things that the guys from Survival have very kindly sent, and they sent it to me free gratis. And I want to have a quick look at those. So they've sent me a waterproof bag, which we'll have a look at, and they've also sent me a vehicle first aid kit sticker, and also a copy of their emergency handbook. Let's have a look at these things. So this is the Survival dry bag. It's essentially a heavyweight PVC bag that seals, that fits any of the first aid kits that they supply, and that keeps them absolutely dry. And they recommend it's useful for outdoor activities and canoeing and boating and all kinds of different things. Can't see a use for it for what I do, but clearly well made, nice piece of equipment. And this is Survival's first aid emergency handbook. So it's a robust book, and you can see there's an easy to find section. So if we have a problem, chest injuries, we can turn straight to the section on chest injuries, and there we are. How do we deal with a chest injury? Haven't read it in detail, will do. In a previous life I worked in anaesthetics, so I have an interest in life support and different things, so I will have a look through that and see how it compares with some of the others on the market. And the guys at Survival have also very kindly provided us with a vinyl first aid kit sticker. Useful depending on the kind of vehicle you've got. If you need somebody to know that you are carrying a first aid kit and where they can find it, that's quite useful, especially for company vehicles, collective vehicles, shared vehicles, off-road 4x4 perhaps. A useful thing to be able to identify where a first aid kit actually is. So, 3 kits: the workplace kit, the vehicle kit, both from Survival, and the existing small first aid kit I've been using up until now. As a result of our boot modification, we can definitely fit in the vehicle one, and I think with some rearranging we could probably fit in that one as well. Excellent. So with the vehicle kit in, everything fits in. Perfect. So as a result of a very simple, very minor modification and a little bit of research and planning, we've managed to put a much more robust first aid kit into the Jimny, and that certainly makes me feel a lot safer as I'm on my journeys around Scotland. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and please, if you are enjoying the videos, like and follow the channel. It really helps me. I don't make any money from it anyway, but it encourages me and it makes me want to make some more videos and do some more stuff for you. So please consider doing that. And whatever else you do, guys, stay safe out there. Be careful.